Hey Aries, welcome back to Deku Tarot and welcome to your March 2020 reading. Happy birthday. Couple of quick little announcements and then we're going to get right into this. I am not accepting or doing any personal readings the 1st through 15th of March. The first half of March I'm going to need to take off because I'm getting surgery in early March and I need some time to recover. So I will have my PayPal and all my info for booking below. So if you want to get in touch with me to book after, or if you're feeling karma and you want to just put some good karma out there and send me a donation or anything, I will have that there. So again, thank you for all your support. And let's get into this. We're using the Gustav Klimt deck here. And we already have 3 cards out. I'm starting all the monthlies this month with some cards out just to make it a little bit easier on myself, because I'm just trying to keep it chill in my February and going into March energy, because I get anxious when I approach surgery and I don't want that to come through in my readings. So we're keeping them short, we're keeping them flowing, and we're just going to go into it here. The Empress, 8 of Wands, and then the Chariot reverse. Let me put them in the order that they came out. I know whenever I hold it up to the camera, it's reversed. The Empress, the 8 of Wands, the Chariot, things are moving forward really nicely for you. And Aries, I'm really happy for you. I feel like you've put a lot of effort, a lot of energy. It almost brings me to tears. Like, it feels like something is really working out good for you. Like, I'm literally getting teary-eyed here. And that's very surprising. I don't know why that's happening. This is something I do feel you're really emotionally attached to. This has been an emotional journey, as well as a journey of a lot of hard work, a lot of efforts towards a goal, trying to figure out how you're going to get there. For me, this feels a lot to do with something you wanted to feel really proud of. So maybe a career, maybe a creation of yours, or just a change in yourself, a change in your life. Maybe for some of you, moving with the 8 of Wands and the Chariot. And it does feel like something is really happening here. Opportunities are here. Something that you have willed into creation, that you have wanted, that seed that you have planted, nurtured like a mother to a child, something you have really cared for, put your heart, your soul, all of your spirit into, earth, air, water, and fire. You have put a lot into this. And like, as I said that, my heart just like went out to you. I don't know, just like a really weird feeling. So things, expect them to progress. Expect things to progress really quickly and really, really beautifully. There's no more, it feels like 2 minds of it, because the Chariot in this specific deck to me is very much, I'm going in this direction. I know where I'm headed. I don't even need to open my eyes about it anymore. I've chosen with my heart. I've chosen with my soul, and I've brought things into alignment in such a way that there is no conflicting head or heart. There's no conflicting desires, conflicting, I want to go this way, but also that way. It's, I know where I'm going. There's no more need to control the opposite tensions that we've been fighting, the tension here, the tension there. I need to please this, I need to appease that. I want to make them happy, but I want to make myself happy. I want people to see me as successful, but maybe the path of success is actually paved with failures. And that's okay, because this isn't the time for failure anymore. Something has really progressed for you, Aries. And it feels really, really good. I don't know. I just get rejoicing. All these, I'm just getting like full body tingles for you guys. I just did Pisces reading and theirs was very, very different from this. Wow. You have done it. That's because you've done the work that they are now kind of processing. And with Uranus and Taurus back direct, things are good for you in the money departments. Things are good for you with career. And again, all the Aries that I read for, I do happen to notice you guys are very career focused. And as somebody with a lot of Aries in their chart and being right at that 0 degree between Aries and Taurus, I feel I have a really good grasp on that power, that driven energy behind Aries that forces you guys to make the changes, that forces you to do. Even though, yeah, your sign is, your card is the Emperor, which is, the opposite of the Empress. You have become the Empress, and what you become the other half to, the more yang energy that you are, the divine masculine, that firepower Emperor energy. Because I'm not saying, even if you're a female and you're very feminine Aries, you still come off, you guys are the Emperor. You're an intense, fiery, more masculine, energy driven sign. You make things happen. You're harsh, you're quick You go, you're quick to anger, you're quick to say things, you're quick to run up that hill to make something happen, to have an idea. You guys are the thinkers, the doers, the CEOs. You're not known to sit there, do the work, be patient, put in all that loving energy, effort that may be the sign of Taurus here, which is what I associate with the Empress, or even just, you know, the opposite of your energy here. You have gotten to a point where you have brought your yin and your yang together, and you have learned. I think Uranus and Taurus, after it being in your sign, has really helped you guys to grow in the areas of career, and not just being the CEO, but putting in that effort, the work, and making things happen in the more long-term ways. You know, not just, I have an idea, I'm going to do this, I'm going to hire these people to do it, and then I'm going to walk away. This has forced you to be a part of it, to be the mother, to you know, you were the womb for this, and now you have something to show for it. And whether that for some of you is children or not, well, let's not even go there. But the devil is reversed. Like I was saying, you guys are done doing the work that Pisces is going through, because the devil was in their reading and it wants to be reversed. But in yours, it already is. You figured out what was holding you back within yourself, and you were like, okay, yeah, maybe I'm not happy with seeing this, maybe this is making me uncomfortable, and ouch, that kind of stung. But instead of bitching and moaning about it and crying about it, and, you know, taking a lot of time to process through the emotional aspects, which I think you guys have been on a lower level, but you guys have almost fought your way, burned your way through it. No, let's cut that off. That's not healthy for me to be doing or thinking about. This relationship isn't healthy. This isn't the way I'm going about this work here, wasn't working. So let me change that. You're seeing what was tying you up, what was holding you back. You are the Ganesh here. Removing your own blockages. You've done it. And now it's like, let all of this goodness roll in. You've been through some really long, hard waits for this. A really difficult time. For some of you, had only maybe a few dollars in your bank account. Maybe you've been worried about a lot of money having to do with moving forward here, and you're like, I don't understand why it's not happening as fast as, you know, it should, and that I want it to. But it's changing. It's changing. Don't get caught up in this isn't happening fast enough. And I know that I kind of just went over that, but you need to, I really like your reading. Okay, Five of Pentacles came up upright and reversed. So we're going to have to talk about that both ways. And with the Four of Swords reversed, Five of Pentacles upright and reversed, I feel like you guys need to take a break. You're exhausted, right? And you don't want to. Why isn't this happening faster? Why isn't this doing this? Mercury's retrograde and things aren't going to progress the way you want them to, at least until March 10th. And then after that, you still have the shadow period. So don't expect things to happen in the timeline that you want them to, because if it was happening in your own timeline, we all know it would be happening. Everything would be happening like this all the time, right? That's not the way energy works. It's not the ebb and flow of the universe, the astrology, the planets. Everything asks you to maybe rest a little bit. Because March 20th, I mean, yeah, we have the sun moving into your sign. Yeah. And then 2 days later, we have Saturn entering. Yeah, Saturn, CEO of the planets, Big Daddy of the planets here, entering Aquarius. It won't be there for a long time, but the age of Aquarius is, and it has been beginning, but that's, I think, when you're really going to get a taste of this expansion. And you might be so worried about things not panning out on your timeline, or they're never going to get this way. It's never going to happen. But what you need to do, despite the anxieties over this, despite how long and how patient you have been, I have to ask you again to have a little more patience. Things are progressing. They're just not coming to the surface in ways that you're going to be able to see, I feel like, until maybe the end of this month. And when you do, you're going to realize you're stepping out of this energy, stepping out of the loneliness, I have to live in destitution. I'm never going to get where I want to go. I'm never going to have that success. I'm never going to be able to, buy that house, do all those things. And maybe you put yourself in isolation, in a place of, lack, almost like the hermit. Maybe you've been eating a lot of ramen noodles to save some money. I don't know. Who knows? But you've been in this place of lack and of aloneness in all of this. And you're coming out of it this month. And I promise you, you are. So when things are topsy-turvy and you kind of sense it coming, but you're not really sure when or how or why you're feeling this way, just know that it doesn't help you to get into this kind of state. Take a nap and let it go. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel ashamed. Don't feel frustrated with yourself for all the little things right now. It's not going to help you. What will help you, instead of lamenting over the things that you should have done, could have done, would have done, or, you know, why did I do this, or why did this have to happen this way? Whatever that Nine of Swords is, you have to know it's not reality, and it's the emotional self that is, you know, striking out because you are feeling fear right now. But at the end of your reading, know that this is here you are. Your other half. You're coming full circle here. And yeah, you've had to have patience. You've had to become a different Aries. You've had to take some time. You've had to work slower at things. You've had to be more methodical, more, I want to say, again, Uranus and Taurus, which is very destructive and strange and explodes things, but it also does them at this slower, more intense, kind of low rumbling to change. And when it does change, it changes in these huge ways that are lasting, that bring more stability, or break whatever was blocking that stability, that security for coming in, that success that you have been trying to create. So here it is, two halves of a whole, the yin and the yang coming together, masculine and feminine. And when that comes together, I mean, you're finding your way back to into your own energy, feeling in control, feeling empowered again, feeling like, wow, I did have something to nurture and care and give for, and now I get to see it really prosper from the position of successful winner. The I did it. You have to take control over the mind stuff this month, though, and the impatience and the shoving forward, and you're going to have to just kind of trust that things work out in a slower way, and that the seeds that you're planting are growing. But trees don't take a couple days to grow, or even a couple months. And the energy outside of you, what other people are saying, doing about you, don't let it bother you. What they have to say doesn't matter. And they're not in their right headspace anyways. Especially the air signs. Don't listen to that right now. They'll come back around and apologize and do, you know, speak to you again in at least a better way, or at all, when they're ready to own up to their mistakes. And have a good time with it. There's things to celebrate. Make sure to have fun. It is your birthday month, or the beginning of it at least. Enjoy it. Find celebration. Find happiness with the people that support you. Talk to those people. Get in with those people. You're going to be meeting better people and better connections this month if you're suffering from any lacking or bad, just unhealthy, toxic connections, okay? Let's get some oracles. We're keeping the monthlies short this month just because, again, I don't want to expend too much energy. It's been a really busy time, and a lot has been going on, and I don't want to expend too much before I go into surgery, because it's an anxiety-ridden time for me that I'm just trying not to get into. Flirt. And I really like this with that Three of Cups being the last card out here. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Remember that you're Aries. And I feel like this month you remember who you are. You've been going through and doing a lot of work, but you're going to step back into your own energy when that sun shines, but in a different, more empowered, stronger way. And for relationships, having fun brings chemistry. There's a strong magnetic connection here. And if there is a relationship, that you're questioning here, High Priestess, nice. Maybe it's with a Pisces, maybe not. Maybe it's somebody who came up during this retrograde. I would say feel it out. After the retrograde, things usually do change, but there's a lot of inner workings, honestly, with the High Priestess that you kind of need to pay attention to, but also have fun with and explore that chemistry and that flirty energy. Feel your way through this and know that as you step out of retrograde and into this different time, into your sun sign energy, also you always give off such an intense, like, come and get me kind of vibe when the sun is in your sign, Aries. You're kind of known for that. And that's great. So extend that lighthearted energy around, focus on the chemistry that you're feeling and explore those things with others. But also pay attention to how you've grown emotionally and what you're looking for emotionally, what you truly need versus the situations and relationships that you put yourself in the past, okay? I hope that makes sense. Let's pull a Stacey DeMarco Halloween Oracle. We're calling it a day, okay? All right, Aries for March 2020. Advice, guidance for Aries in March 2020. Ooh, I love it. The underworld, where all things pause and begin again. And you guys have been there. You know it. I know it. Okay. Should the underworld card be present in your reading, you are being asked to consider exactly what you have to do to transform your life into something you find easier or more authentic to you. This may involve changing course. It may involve trials and tests. Keep moving. Whilst things may fall away and your life may appear bare for a time, this is temporary. Space is being made into which you can create the new. Amazing. So, Aries, again, if you feeling karmic, you want to donate anything this month, go right ahead. My PayPal is below. And if you want to contact me to book a reading for after I am done recovering from surgery, please check out all my readings and my information on contacting me below. Check me out over on Instagram. I'm going to try to keep up to date with that and maybe even do a little like vlog stuff into the future, maybe even bring it over to YouTube soon. So thank you again, Aries. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to share if you enjoyed it. See you in the dailies and see you in the other monthlies. And thank you so much. Namaste.